New tonight, an arrest in one of several shootings that shook Macon over the weekend.
Bibb County Sheriff's Office says 20-year-old Julius Milner is charged with 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of aggravated assault. Deputies believe he is connected to the shooting that left 3 men dead on Mosley Avenue. He's being held without bond. The announcement of the arrest came just hours after we sat down with Macon Mayor Lester Miller.
The mayor called for peace.
The people that are responsible for these actions will be brought to justice. There's no doubt about it. What I'll say to most people is now's not the time to panic. Now's the time to be vigilant and make sure that we are constantly looking out for each other.
Now, the arrest in the Mosley Avenue shootings, just one part of a violent 3-hour stretch across the city. Deputies say 4 people were killed and 9 others were injured. It
all began early Saturday with a shooting on Sharon Drive. By Saturday evening, a man was killed on Florence Avenue and a teen was shot on North Atwood Drive. And just before midnight, shots were fired into a home on Key Street. 3 people were hurt, including a 7-year-old boy.
Overnight Sunday, another teen was wounded on Holt Avenue. Then around 3:30 Sunday morning, that shooting on Mosley Avenue happened. Finally, 2 more drive-by shootings Sunday injured 3 women.
Investigators say the shootings do not appear to be connected and all remain under investigation. But for many neighbors, that's not enough. Today, community members took to the streets in Unionville to pray, march, and call for peace.
Residents walked through the neighborhood with signs and prayers, turning grief into action. Maggie Fitzgerald shows how the community is coming together for change.
Tonight, dozens of community members and Macon leaders came together here in Unionville to stand up and unite against a string of violence that made way through Macon just this past weekend. The march moved through the Unionville neighborhood, where several shootings took place over the weekend. The group started near the corner of Mosley and Cedar Avenue, the site of the deadliest shooting, where 3 men lost their lives.
We do have people that are working that do care about our community, but more importantly, this ain't normal.
An event created by the community for the community. Dozens walked block by block, holding signs, praying, and calling for an end to the violence.
I left work early just so I could come to this event because it's very important to me at this point. Enough is enough, and I've had enough.
Several local leaders attended, including Commissioner Stanley Stewart. He's proposing a new youth curfew. Right now, the curfew applies to children ages 16 and under and is in place between midnight and 5 a.m. He now wants to raise the age to 17 and expand it by 2 hours, starting it at 11 p.m.
It's going to take a multi-layered approach to solve this problem, and this is just one thing that we can talk about.
Meanwhile, others say permanent change means tackling deeper issues affecting Macon.
At the end of the day, this is a financial problem. This is a poverty problem, and we're not addressing it. When you got a whole bunch of broke people, it's somebody mad. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. So until we address that, we're going to always have issues like this.
In Macon, Maggie Fitzgerald, 13, WMAZ News.
In the past couple of hours, Bibb Sheriff David Davis released a statement about the weekend shootings.
He says officials are carefully gathering witness statements and verifying facts before filing any charges. If you have any information, call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68-CRIME.